It is immoral, in my opinion, to force somebody to live their life the way you want them to live. It is immoral, in my opinion, unethical, based on my standard of ethics, to enslave someone indefinitely by use of the legal system and these Florida shuffle tactics. In my opinion, if that's something that's out of bounds for your moral compass, then me and you don't have our compass set to the same north, okay? Hello, everybody. How are you doing on this fine Thursday? I am doing quite well. A lot of stuff going on. The weather's been lovely. All the green things are becoming more green. I love it. So, I did want to come by today and make a very quick update on the Bam Margera podcast series. I also wanted to make a couple clarifications about the Free Bam movement and about me. I do have a couple videos pre recorded that I could have released today, but I thought, what better time to just do this video today because I do have BAM updates for y'all. So, first of all, I've said this many times, many ways, many places over and over the last few weeks, but yes, That Surprise Podcast episode 3 with Bam Margera is absolutely still coming out. It is now currently in production being edited. And again, what that entails is there's 3 different camera angles, several different audio sources, and those all have to be like stacked up on top of each other. So when I say that we're editing, that's what I mean. It's like you have to stack up all that stuff on top of each other. It's a lot of footage, it's a lot of space, and obviously my whole entire life can't be about Bam Margera. I had to make other videos. There's still other stuff going on. In addition to that, the people who I work with are also all working on other projects. Nobody on the team can make Bam Margera their whole entire life. So that being said, it also was just a tumultuous, emotional roller coaster, the whole entire ordeal in and of itself. And so here at That Surprise Witness, BJ Investigates Studios LLP production headquarters, I come first. It's kind of like one of those put the oxygen on your own face before you do it for the kids or the other people and all that. So that's kind of what it is. As soon as I start feeling the first tingle of burnout or overwhelm, I got to be done. I got to go do my breathing exercises, do me a little jump on the trampoline, do something. So, keeping everyone's mental health and keeping everyone's well-being in mind, this is just the schedule that we went with. Now, you will all be very happy to find out that part 3 is now in production, is being edited. We went through some notes this morning, and it will be coming out very, very soon. That being said, there does seem to be a little bit of confusion, and I don't know if this confusion is being fueled intentionally or if the confusion is just legitimate good faith confusion. And for that reason, I do want to clear up some things. The reasons that I just gave you are the reasons why BAM Part 3 hasn't come out yet. At the time of the recording of this video that you're watching right now, it is Thursday, May 11th. So I have had almost 1 month to really think about and process the whole first interview. As I told y'all in the intro of the first part of the interview series, it all happened really fast. I mean, the very same exact day that Bam acknowledged me on his Instagram, he was in my house interviewing. And I still stand by the stuff that I said in that intro. I mean, yeah, do I wish that Bam could get sober, and do I wish that he could live his life without substances, in particular alcohol? Yeah, I definitely do. I personally do. I think he is a bright, wonderful, beautiful soul, and I think that he would live a happier life without alcohol. That being said, what have I been preaching and pushing for the last 2 years? Personal autonomy. You cannot control people. You cannot push them into being the version of them that you want them to be. You got to let people go on their own journey. And that is what I did. I am not sorry for interviewing Bam Margera. I am not regretful of it. And I really don't have any remorse about it. I'm not sorry. I think it was the right thing to do. I wish he would not have been drinking. I do. I really do. I wish that he had not have been drinking, but really, why? He wants to drink. And that was something that we did discuss. And I told him, look, people are going to blame me for you drinking. They're going to blame me for this and that. And we discussed it. He talked about, oh, everybody's an enabler. We kind of made fun of it and all that. So I just want to clarify for the crusty lens on the back row. I am not sorry that I interviewed Bam Margera. I am not remorseful that I interviewed him. And I have no regrets about it. So that being said, part 3 will be coming out very soon. So, there is one other aspect of the free BAM movement that some people seem to be a little bit confused about. So, I just want to clarify something as the leader of the free BAM movement. I've said this before, but I have gained a substantial amount of followers since I think the last time I said this on this channel. So, in case y'all didn't hear, in case y'all didn't know, my entire purpose for starting the research into BAM's case and for effectuating this free BAM movement was for BAM to be in a position to make his own decisions for his own life, for his own treatment, for his own recovery, and with his own money. That was my whole point. I cannot make BAM do anything. Clearly, no one can make BAM do anything. My whole point has always been we got to let BAM make his own decisions, perhaps hit his own rock bottom, and move forward and progress forward as someone who's in charge and in control of his own recovery and in his own life. There's really no good way to force somebody to do something you want them to do. And I understand, a lot of people want to force him to do stuff because they love him. It's coming from a place of love. They want him to get better because they love him. But you can't force people to do stuff. And that has always been my primary concern. I absolutely wish and frankly hope and pray or whatever, right? That BAM will make the choices that are right for his recovery. Free BAM, just to be explicitly clear, was never an encouragement for BAM to go and do destructive behaviors. It was an encouragement for BAM to be in charge of his own decisions and his own life. People who are 43 years old, their parents should not be in control of their life. Some random lady that they just met should not be in control of their life. Some guardian who's a stranger to them should not be in control of their life. Okay. If that's something that's out of bounds for your moral compass, then me and you don't have our compass set to the same north. Okay. It is immoral, in my opinion, to force somebody to live their life the way you want them to live. It is immoral, in my opinion, unethical, based on my standard of ethics, to enslave someone indefinitely by use of the legal system and these Florida shuffle tactics. In my opinion, it is immoral and unethical. It's not immoral and unethical to allow someone to make their own decisions. Now, I've always said this, so just to reiterate, if that person's own decisions are physically harming or infringing upon the rights and liberties of another person, that's a different story. But somebody going to a strip club and drinking beer in and of itself is not hurting anyone. It is not. So, all that being said, part 3 is coming out. There's a phone call with BAM's parents that I kind of went back and forth. Do I play it? Do I not? The reality of the situation, they knew they were being recorded. BAM told them. They knew they were being recorded. BAM told them. And so they said things knowing they were being recorded. In my mind, that told me that they wanted this to be aired. And when you add those pieces of evidence, which you will hear, on top of the evidence that we also have from Jesse Lynn Spears' crusty ass Twitter account, where he can't help himself from going on spiraling, manic, lunatic, deranged, depraved rants, he has even said it on that Twitter account. He knows this phone call is going to be played. So not only did April and Phil say things in that recording on the phone call to BAM, knowing they were being recorded, acknowledging verbally that they were being recorded, but also Krusty Lynn has gone on his Twitter account and acknowledged the same. Now, finally, Jessie Lynn Margera has also said some things that BAM allegedly said in this phone call that are not true. Jessie Lynn Margera has now been accused of defamation by BAM and BAM's lawyer. And frankly, it does look like it's defamatory because BAM did pass that drug test, but I'm gonna let BAM's lawyer figure those aspects of this case out. But Jess has gone on Twitter and said things that aren't true about what transpired in that conversation. So for all of those reasons, I have decided to air the phone call. It will be coming out in its entirety, except, of course, the terms and conditions, things for YouTube. Some things have to be censored and, bleeped out, as it were, but it will be being played. So, all that being said, I'm looking forward to putting out part 3 of That Surprise podcast. There's other stuff still going to be coming up on this channel and that one. I am very much looking forward to getting back into my other investigations, Danbury, Blind Justice, all that. This whole BAM situation really did just take up so much more of my time than I was anticipating. Obviously, I was not anticipating that BAM was going to show up in my life and want to do all these interviews and all that. So I'm very much looking forward to getting back to my standard pace of life. The weather's beautiful. Been doing a little bit more working outside. Went to a baseball game the other day. That was so fun. And I'm just living my life over here. I'm walking in my purpose and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not sorry. I have no regrets. I have no remorse. And people that think I should be sorry, you're just not operating in the same dimension as me. I mean, we could just be in different dimensions and call it a day. That's all I really had for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Love you, Mina K. Bye.